Hey, in this practice we are doing poses that are all about finding yourself. And I know it seems like a lot, but I will explain a little bit more. Just find your comfortable seated position where you are able to sit your spine straight and long, your chest open. Be in here and breathe for a while. So the asanas that we are doing today, they are all about finding the core feelings around our likes and dislikes, which are directly reflecting what we gravitate toward or resist in our lives. But before we start the asana practice, now just breathe here for a while. Feel how it feels to breathe today. Asking yourself with every one of your breaths how you are doing today, how your body feels, how does it feel to sit here, how your mind feels. And just breathe, ask, and really listen to the answer. And just continue like this for a while. Remembering that if there's something that you feel that doesn't serve you anymore, every one of your exhalations is your opportunity to let go. So if that is some tension in your body or some feeling in your body which you feel that is not useful for you anymore, just try to let it go. Let it out of yourself. And last breaths here. And then you can slowly lift yourself to your tabletop. We are ready to cat and cow tilts. So engage your core with your inhalation, lift up your gaze, push your shoulders back and down, and with your exhalation, round your upper back. Inhale, lift up your gaze, and exhale, round your upper back. And continue like this, few more rounds. Always remember that when you inhale, try to press your shoulders back and down. Also remember to engage your core. And the reason behind engaging the core is that you don't create extra pressure on your lower back. And really listen to your own breath. Then lift yourself up to your downward facing dog. Maybe you want to bring a little bit movement into your dog. Just feel how it feels. Don't push it any further yet. Then lift up your gaze in between your hands and step in between your hands, straighten your back. Exhale, come to your forward fold. And inhale, roll yourself up. And we are ready for our sun salutation. So find your Tadasana. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, step back to your plank. Chaturanga. Elbows and shoulders in line, and Inhale to your up dog and exhale to your downward facing dog. Remembering here that your outer edge of your feet are leveled with the outer edge of your mat. Your thighs are engaged, your tail is toward the ceiling, your back is long, and try to create space between your hands or your arms and your head. Inhale, lift up your gaze, step in between your hands, straighten your back. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale your arms up, look up. And exhale, come to your Tadasana, second round. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, step back to your plank. Your knees can be down also, to your Chaturanga, Cobra, up dog, and downward facing dog. And just feel how it feels to do your down dog for third time today. Remember the stages of the dog and just breathe here, in and out fully. Then lift up your gaze, step in between your hands, straighten your back. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale your arms up, look up. And exhale, come to your Tadasana. Third and final round. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, step back to your plank. And to your Chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And your downward facing dog. Breathe in fully, breathe out fully. Inhale, lift up your gaze, step in between your hands, and exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Then we are moving on to Dancing Warrior. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, step back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up, step it in between your hands and come to your high lunge or your warrior one. So whichever you are doing, make sure that your hips are pointing straight forward. Arms toward the ceiling and your gaze can follow. Coming to warrior two, open your arms to your shoulder level. And now you are opening your hips to the side. So the gap between your legs is a little bit wider. Bringing your left hand onto your left thigh and reaching your right hand to back. Gaze to your right hand. And from there, bringing your right arm onto your right thigh. Left is reaching over your head, or you can bring also your right hand onto your mat. And from there, lift yourself up to your warrior two. And we are switching sides. Come onto your high lunge or your warrior one, so hips pointing forward. From there, open to your warrior two. Arms on your shoulder level, opening your hips. Make sure that your knee is opening toward your second toe, your left knee. Right hand onto your right thigh, left hand is reaching back and gaze is following. And from there, left arm onto your left thigh or onto your mat. Make sure that the sides of your body are really strong here. Lift yourself up. We are doing second round and a little bit faster. So come onto your warrior one or your high lunge. Opening to the warrior two. Coming to reverse warrior, bringing your left hand onto your thigh and then again already onto your right thigh and lifting yourself up. Moving to the other side, warrior one. Now this is a little bit longer, but now we are moving on. Warrior two. Coming to reverse warrior, bringing your right hand onto your right thigh and coming to the front of the mat again onto your left thigh or on the mat. Moving on to triangle pose. Again, your right leg is the front leg. Pop your hip back. Reach your right hand wherever it reaches and bring it down onto your thigh, your shin or to the mat, and open your left hand toward the ceiling and your gaze is following. Also remember here that you are opening your chest and bringing your tail in between your legs. And the next pose, you can stay here if you want. If you want a little bit more challenge and if you want to do some balancing, you can start bringing your right hand to the front of your right leg or foot and let your left leg lift up. Toes are pointing to your side. You are again opening your chest here and balancing on your right leg. And your gaze can follow to your right hand, left hand. And enjoy the feeling of this pose. Make sure that you are inhaling and exhaling fully, keeping your inhalations and exhalations equal in length. And then bringing your left leg down and we are switching sides, so just turn around on your mat. Left leg is the front leg, pop your hip back and let your left hand reach and drop wherever it drops, opening your right hand toward the ceiling. And just remember that the key here is not to reach your left hand onto your mat, but it is to open your chest. And if you wanted to balance, bring your left hand to the front of your left leg and lift your right leg up. Toes are pointing to side and you are still opening your chest and your gaze can follow or also to your right hand or toward the ceiling. And find the calmness on your breath here. Find your core, which is keeping you here in this pose. And then we are moving on. Bring your right leg down and come to your wide leg position, so your toes are pointing a little bit in. Bring your arms onto your waist and come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, and exhale, come to your forward fold. And once you land in this pose, make sure that you are relaxing your neck and have your toes and your fingers on the same line, and your elbows pointing back. And again, find that comfortableness on your breath. Make sure that your thighs are engaged here. Make sure that your weight is equally on your feet. Now you can stay here, or if you want, you can start bringing your knees onto your triceps. And from there, lift yourself up to your headstand. This is only option. You can also bring your knees onto your triceps, onto your arms, and stay there. See how it feels to be there, and do the inversion. And then bringing your feet down onto your arms. And next one, you can try this also, the crow pose, bringing your knees onto your armpits and leaning a little bit forward. Now you have to find your core before you are doing this, and lift up your one leg or foot and then the other, and bring your big toes together and balancing here. And remember, you can do one leg at a time, then come back onto your mat. We are moving on to eagle pose. So inhale your arms up, look up, bring your right hand under your left. On your exhalation, sit down and bring your right leg over your left. So your legs are crossed, or you can also have your right ankle above your left knee. That's an option here. Try to keep your elbows on the line of your shoulders. Find your core also here. And breathing in fully, breathing out fully. Trying to find certain type of relaxation in this pose. And then releasing legs and arms. And moving to the other side, left hand under your right, sitting down on your exhalation and bringing your left leg over your right. And just sitting down. Also feeling how it feels to do this pose, to do this other side, because there might be quite big differences between the sides. And then we are moving to intense side stretch pose. So right leg is the front leg. Bring your left leg back, bring your hips facing straight forward, bring your arms behind your back, either prayer, or you can bring or grab hold of your opposite elbows and come onto your forward fold on your exhalation. Breathing in fully, breathing out fully. We are moving on to do little twist here. So bring yourself up, bring your right hand onto your waist, lift up your left hand, reach down and outside of your right foot, and open your right hand toward the ceiling and bring your inner thighs closer together so your hips are aligned here, and make sure that you are opening your chest or have that feeling that you are opening your chest. You can stay here or balance a little. Again, bring your left hand on the front side of your right and lift up your left leg. And still you are opening your chest. And then switching sides, left leg front and grab hold of your elbows and inhale, straighten your back, and exhale, come to your forward fold. Remembering to keep your thighs engaged. And from here, start lifting yourself up, releasing your hands. Left hand on your waist and reach your right hand up and down to the outer edge of your left foot and open your left hand toward the ceiling, making sure that you are bringing your inner thighs closer to each other, keeping your hips leveled. And if you wanted to do a little bit balancing, bring your right hand on the front side of your left foot and lift up your left leg. Those are pointing toward the mat. And this was only an option. If you don't feel like doing it, it's fine. And then bringing your foot down and come and step on the top of your mat. And from your Tadasana, inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, lift up your gaze, straighten your back, step back to plank. Come to your Chaturanga, Cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Feel how it feels. Lift up your right leg, come to your high lunge. So your knee is above your right ankle. Hands are pointing toward the ceiling and your gaze can follow. Your left heel is up and actively trying to reach to your mat. We are continuing on to do a little bit balancing here. So bring your weight onto your right leg and lift up your left leg and bring your palms onto your heart center. Trying to keep your hips leveled here. Also try to relax your neck. I can see that my neck is not relaxed here. And then grab hold of the outer edge of your left foot or outer edge of the thigh and reach your left hand to the back. So you are doing a little twist here. So it's left knee bended or straight and right hand is grabbing either the outer edge of the foot or outer side of your thigh. Coming back to your warrior three. Now your arms are reaching back. And from there, come back to your high lunge. And breathe in and out fully in your high lunge. We are moving on. So bring your palms onto your heart center and start bringing your left tricep over your right thigh. So outside of your right thigh. And keep your palms onto your heart center, making this twist. And also remember to open your right knee out, even though you are twisting here. Now you can stay here, or if you want, you can start bringing your left hand onto your mat and reaching your right hand above your head. And your gaze can follow your right hand if that feels comfortable. And remember that your legs remain the same. Again, you can stay here or release, coming to center and bringing your right hand under your right thigh. So your right thigh is resting on your right tricep, and then start lifting your left leg up. So your right thigh is on your right tricep, your left leg is up, and your head is up, and you are balancing here. And then slowly releasing. And then we are switching sides. So step back your right leg, left knee over your left ankle. Make sure that your core is engaged and your gaze is toward your hands. Coming to your warrior 3, lifting up your right leg and bringing your palms onto your heart center. Trying to find your balance. As you can see, it's not always that easy. And then either grab hold of your outer edge of your right foot or outside of your right thigh with your left hand, and right hand is reaching back. Opening your chest, and your gaze can follow as far as it is comfortable. Coming to warrior 3 again, and now your arms are pointing back, or your fingers are pointing back, toes pointing toward the mat. And then coming back to your high lunge, knee above the ankle, opening towards the second toe. And then we are moving on to that twist. So start bringing your right tricep over your left thigh, bringing your palms onto your heart center. And remember, the option was that you can start bringing your right palm onto your mat and opening your left hand towards the ceiling and over your head. Make sure that your left knee is still pointing outward a little, not inside, and find your breath in here. Then if you wanted to balance and if you did it to the other side, now you can prepare yourself. So releasing your hands and start bringing your left tricep or your arm under your left thigh. Bring your left arm a little bit in and start lifting your right leg up and also straightening your left leg. And also your head, your chin is out of the mat. And then slowly releasing, coming to your chaturanga, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. And from there, bring your knees onto your mat and come to your child's pose. And then come to your downward facing dog. And to your all fours. And from there, start walking your hands to the front of your mat and bringing your chest toward your mat. So it can be chest and chin also, or just forehead. Feel how it feels. We are preparing ourselves to our back bends. So come on your knees and bring your palms onto your lower back. Bring your toes under. Start lifting your gaze up. Your hands onto your heels if that feels comfortable. If not, let your hands stay on your lower back and just focus on pushing your hips forward. And really open your chest here. Then bring your hands onto your lower back and come out of this pose. And come lie on your back and bend your knees. We are moving on to bridge pose. So bring your heels as close to your bum as possible. And bring your hands onto your mat. With an inhalation, lift your hips up or your bum up and just create this lovely back bend. And really keep your core engaged here so you feel this pose also on your thighs. And we are coming down from this pose. And then you can do the second round the same way or come to your wheel pose. So bringing your arms or your palms under your shoulders and lifting yourself onto the crown of your head and then straightening your arms. Or do as you did the last round, doing the bridge pose. Whichever feels more comfortable at this point of the day. Bring yourself down and then straighten your legs. Bring your spine in neutral position and then slowly you can hug your knees in. And we are doing reclining twists next. So let your knees drop onto your right side. Open your arms to your shoulder level and let your gaze turn to the opposite direction from your feet. Make sure that both of your shoulder blades are really firmly pressed onto your mat. Remembering to breathe in fully and breathe out fully. Then switching sides, come back to center and continue on to the other side. Again, turn your head to the opposite direction from your feet. And then come back to center and lift yourself up to seated. We are doing seated twists as well. So cross your legs and bring your left hand onto your right thigh and your right hand behind your back. Remember to keep your spine straight and long. And switching sides, your right hand onto your left thigh and doing the twist. And coming back to center and straightening your legs. Coming to staff pose for a little while, so your legs are straight, your toes are pointing towards the ceiling, and your arms are by your sides. And from here, inhale your arms up and come onto your forward fold, remembering that the first thing that is touching your lower body is your abdomen, and then chest to knees and your head to your shins. And just breathe and relax for a while. Coming out of this pose, and we are going to do two inversions. So bring your legs over your head, bringing your toes onto your mat. If your toes are reaching the mat, you can have your palms onto your mat. If they are not reaching the mat, you can have your palms supporting your lower back. And remember to keep your thighs engaged here. If you haven't done shoulder stand ever, maybe not do it right now here either. So you can either lift yourself up to your shoulder stand, so just lift your feet up, or if you haven't done that ever before, then come lie on your back and just lift your feet toward the ceiling. And if you are in your shoulder stand, remember this is not the place to turn your head from side to side. Just keep your gaze on your feet. Breathing in fully, breathing out fully. And from there, coming down, slowly, slowly, mindfully, and bringing your palms under your bum, lifting yourself up so you are on your elbows, and lift the crown of your head onto your mat. Remember still to breathe in fully, breathe out fully. Until this point, when we are releasing, and then prepare yourself into your Savasana. So lie on your back, make sure that your shoulder blades or your shoulders are firmly on your mat. Open your feet to the side a little and have your palms up towards the ceiling. And here, with every one of your breaths, try to bring a little bit more relaxation into your body. Kind of scanning your body through from toes to head. Let that relaxation lift up from your feet all the way to the crown of your head. If there is some tension or some unwanted feelings, remember that here is also your opportunity to let go with every one of your exhalations. The quote today goes like this: everything that is made beautiful and fair and lovely is made for the eye of one who sees. You can start to wake yourself up, bring a little bit of movement into your body, your toes and your fingers. Maybe around your ankles and your wrists. Maybe you want to stretch yourself. Maybe you want to hug your knees in. When you are ready, turn onto your right side. And then lift yourself up to seated in a position where you are able to keep your spine straight and long and your chest open. Bring your palms onto your heart center. And this is your place for gratitude to the practice that you just did. I want to thank you for sharing this practice with me. You can then lift your thumbs in between your brows, make a little bow. Namaste. And I see you again next time. And remember to comment, like and subscribe to this channel. Bye now.